Hello, everyone. Helen Murphy here from the Guysborough Journal. And as many of you know, we announced in this week's paper that we would start a little bit of a video series during the pandemic to help share more information, more resources, more support in a way that shares a familiar face and familiar voice for people in our community. So we're starting that today, and we're starting it by going over to Canso, where we're going to talk to our friendly neighborhood mom of five, Lori Reinhold, to see how she's coping and advice that she might have for parents who are really wondering now that we're into week two, how they can keep going with keeping the kids occupied and happy and having the home life run smoothly. So let's hop over to Canso and see how Lori's doing. Lori, I know it's been a busy household for you the past, I think we're into week two of social isolation. Tell us a little bit about how that part's going.
It's actually not going too badly. We've kept ourselves quite busy, caught up on a lot of laundry. I don't think that's ever happened before. But other than that, we're coping really rather well.
So I think a lot of people know that you have five kids. Remind us what their ages are.
Peyton is 13, Marley is 10, Macy is 8, Holden is 4, and Aubrey will be 3 in May.
Oh, wow. So I'm curious, with that kind of range, is it the younger kids or the older kids who are having a little more challenge with this social distancing time?
Well, it's actually my 4-year-old and my 8-year-old are actually having the hardest. Both of them can't quite understand why they can't go play with their friends. Um, they're my most social kids too, so they're missing that.
Right. And what kinds of things are the kids doing, and are you helping them with to try to stay busy and happy and all that good stuff?
Well, we've actually had quite a few nice days since this all started. So they've been playing a lot outside, bike riding, rollerblading. We've been doing a lot of Lego and crafts. We've also, I have one peeking around the corner here. We've also been watching a lot of Netflix. Probably shouldn't be, but we are. And just playing.
I think some parents are starting to maybe relax some of the rules, right? We might have had rules around how much time you can be on a video game or how much time on screen time during a day. Not that we want the kids doing that all day, but do you find that's kind of a natural consequence of what we're going through right now?
Yeah, I'm finding that with this whole thing, the kids are picking up on maybe the adults' stressors and picking up on hearing things on the news or hearing adults talk. And with that, we're kind of being really relaxed about it and letting them kind of want to do their own thing so that we're not adding to that.
Right. Do you see it as being, I guess there's a lot of worry about how kids are going to handle this. Is it going to give them nightmares? Are they going to be worried the world is ending? Oh, and I see one of your little ones is behind you there now. um, are you and your husband taking like concrete steps to try to manage that stress so your kids don't suffer too much anxiety?
Well, we're actually trying to keep them away from it as much as we can. And when they do hear about it, we kind of just lay it out in simple terms. Like, this is what's happening. This is why we're kind of not playing with our friends. And you know what? They're getting it. They are understanding it. So, I mean, as long as you keep it simple, I'm finding that it's working.
Yeah. So your mental health is okay so far? I think that's something we worry about with parents. Do you have
Well,
any
I've been
advice?
exercising a lot.
Yeah. Well, we're into week two and you do have five kids. So I'm wondering if you do have any advice to share on what you're mindful of as we go on to this, because it's going to last a while yet, on maintaining mental health in your family.
Well, like I said, exercising a lot. I have an elliptical. I go on the elliptical a lot. We go for walks a lot, getting outside in the yard. We do that a lot. Staying calm, um, not letting the little things bother you. Like with 5 kids in the house, sometimes it's hard to pick up and keep the house as tidy as we may like it. Kind of letting that stuff slide when because I mean, is 5 arguments do break out, and in that situation, we kind of just instead of maybe scolding them, just separate them and redirecting them. That's been helping, keeping them busy and keeping them occupied, and not stressing so much like about are they getting enough outdoor play or are they learning something from this? Is this educational or this not? Just letting kind of just going with the flow.
Right. Well, that's great. Thanks so much, Lori. I know you're very busy. Thanks for touching base with us. And I'd like to check in with you in a week or two and see how it's still going. See if you're still as upbeat. I hope you are.
Sure, no worries.
Okay.
Nice to see you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.